Buggy the Star Clown is the key to finding Laughtail Island. Plus other One Piece news. Yes, you read that right, yes I'm talking about Buggy, and no I'm not joking. Since his childhood as an apprentice on Roger's ship, Buggy has been obsessed with finding treasure. While he loves riches, the treasure that Buggy seems to desire most is the one that belonged to Captain John, and he's been seeking out this treasure for a long time. Early in the story, we see Buggy and his crew searching a skull-shaped island for Captain John's treasure. Buggy seemed very sure that this was the loot's location, although he ended up being wrong. Later on, Buggy was captured by the Marines and sent to Impel Down, after he ran into a Marine garrison in search of the treasure. As we know, Impel Down is where he ran into Luffy and gained the marker that leads to Captain John's treasure. While it isn't 100% confirmed that this is a legitimate treasure mark, it's highly likely since it was taken from Thriller Bark, where Captain John's zombie was. So, what does this have to do with Laughtail, and how is Buggy the key to getting there? My theory is that Captain John's treasure is the final, missing, road poneglyph. Here's why I think this. Captain John was a member of the notorious Rocks Pirates. After the God Valley incident, the Rocks crew disbanded and went their separate ways. Two of the crew members ended up with a road poneglyph, Big Mom who settled down in Totoland, and Kaido who settled down in Wano. A third road poneglyph was located in Fishman Island, which was in Whitebeard's territory, but it has been missing for 26 years. In the recent Road to Laughtail chapter that Oda released, 3 potential locations for the missing road poneglyph are suggested, being Elbaf, Vera, and Full-Elide. The one that piqued my interest was Full-Elide Island. Full-Elide Island is where the Rocks Pirates first came together, so it makes sense that one of the former crew members, John, would return there after the crew disbanded. The island also has a massive stone skull on it, just like the island that Buggy was so sure was the location of Captain John's treasure. This would also explain why Buggy hasn't yet acquired the treasure, since Blackbeard currently resides on Full-Elide. If Buggy and Luffy run into each other again, Buggy, who has a loose tongue, could let something slip about Full-Elide Island, which could lead to the Straw Hats going there and eventually finding the missing poneglyph. Basically, Buggy and Captain John's treasure could be the setup for not only finding Laughtail, but also the seemingly inevitable clash between Luffy and Blackbeard. Getting into some real-world history, one of the islands that Full-Elide is based on, Port Royal, is considered one of the most important archaeological sites in the world because of all of the ancient treasures and artifacts that were hidden there. The pirate that Captain Jack may have been based on, Calico Jack, was executed on Port Royal. Now I'm grasping for straws a bit here, but we know that Shanks has some unknown ulterior motives, and a lot of people have theorized lately that the pirate that Shanks told the elders about was Buggy, which ultimately led to him becoming an emperor. Shanks knows about Buggy's love for treasure, so he may have warned the elders that Buggy was close to the last road poneglyph after realizing that Buggy had Captain John's treasure marker. The new Straw Hat Pirates bounties after Wano, ranked. I believe that at the end of the Wano arc, Luffy's bounty will be even bigger than Kaido's and Big Mom's current bounties. It is apparent that the 5 elders greatly fear Luffy's potential and even ordered CP0, the highest agency within the world government, to eliminate Luffy as he battled Kaido, due to the risk of him winning and disrupting the balance of power in the world. This fear was so great that they were more than willing to anger Kaido and sacrifice one of their top agents in the process. One of the primary reasons they fear Luffy is because of the true nature of his devil fruit power, which when awakened, will grant him the most ridiculous power in the world. I'm guessing credit for beating Kaido and Big Mom is going to be split between him, Kid, and Law. Luffy will get the lion's share of the credit, since he defeated Kaido alone, and Big Newsmorgans will likely claim that Kid and Law were working for Luffy, but I figure Kid and Law bounties will also undergo a huge increase since together they have defeated Big Mom. My guesses are: Luffy, 3 billions. Eustace Kid, 3 billion. Trafalgar Law, 3 billion. Nico Robin. Robin's greatest threat is always from the world government, since, from the age of 8, they have ruthlessly hunted her. The persistence of the world government and their view on her being a threat would not cease even after a time skip passed, as during the raid on Onigashima, the world government sent numerous ships out to Wano, openly to annexing Wano under the world government, but secretly having a second order for its agents arriving there with the capture of Robin, still seeing her as a threat to the government and the secrets it's trying to withhold from the world. This order was later seen being put into action when some CP0 agents chased Robin and Brooke in the castle, with Robin wondering why the CP0 was in Wano and her being unaware of her being still a thorn in the eye of the government. I could see Robin getting something absurd like 1.5 billion bounty. Zoro, 1.4 billion. He's the right-hand man of the current 5th Emperor. He has defeated Kaido's strongest commander. I can see him gaining a slightly higher bounty than King. Sanji, 1.35 billion. Slightly less than Zoro, slightly higher than Queen. Yamato, 1 billion. This is just a guess, and it's absurdly high for a first bounty, but depending on what Yamato does or how public that knowledge is, I could see her getting a high bounty for being the child of an emperor and strongest creature, and betraying that emperor to join the Straw Hats if that's what winds up happening. Ryukugyo's terrifying devil fruit powers explained. Ryukugyo appears to have eaten a devil fruit of an unknown type that enables him to generate various plant life from his body at will and freely control it. The plants he creates can be grown rapidly and moved around freely, seemingly not being limited by any rigidity that some plants, such as trees, normally possess. Ryukugyo can generate large quantities of plants to unleash overwhelming large-scale attacks. When attacking the beast's pirates, he turned his fingers into sharpened tree branches and freely grew them to impale dozens of enemies over a large area with ease. Additionally, Ryukugyo's plants can rapidly absorb any liquid they touch, which includes dehydrating living creatures after impaling them, leaving them as shriveled husks. He appears to be able to taste the liquid he absorbs, as shown when he impaled a barrel of alcohol with a branch and remarked on its flavor. Ryukugyo can also perform highly unorthodox feats with the plants he generates, such as growing a giant flower on his back and using it to fly by spinning it rapidly like a propeller. It has also been shown that ordinary grass, trees, and flowers grow in his wake, on any surface Ryukugyo touches, resulting in him leaving behind a trail of plants wherever he walks. This was shown when Udon, which is known to be a barren and desolate area, was shown with greenery for the first time in many years. It is currently unknown if this is passively active or something he does on purpose. Despite having not eaten in 3 years, Ryukugyo has remained completely healthy and not lacking in energy. This can be made possible thanks to his devil fruit, since he has been shown absorbing liquid into his body via his plant-based devil fruit, with water being a key source of nutrients for plants. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See ya.